He walked away from 1 million, all for inner peace. Two close friends, Daniel and Rob, were always challenging each other. One evening, while discussing life, success, and discipline, Rob jokingly said, "I bet you can't spend one full month alone in total isolation." Daniel laughed. Rob continued, "No talking, no meeting anyone, no phone, no internet, just a room, 2 meals a day, and a few books. If you succeed, I'll give you 1 million rupees in cash." Daniel looked at him and accepted, not because he wanted the money, but because something inside him whispered, "Maybe this is the test I need." Daniel was taken to an abandoned farmhouse far from the city. The room was empty except for a bed, a chair, and a small shelf of books. For the first 2 days, the books kept him occupied. He read. He paced around. He tried to stay strong. But on the third day, the silence hit him like a storm. There was no sound of traffic, no voices, no notifications, just the ticking of his own heartbeat. He felt frustrated. He talked to the walls. He even cried at night. Every hour felt like a full day. There was a small bell in the corner. If he rang it, he would be taken out immediately, and the bet would end. Many times he walked towards that bell, but every time he told himself, "If I can't defeat myself, how will I defeat life?" Around the 10th day, something surprising began to happen. The storms inside him started to calm down. The restlessness faded. The irritation dissolved. For the first time in his life, he sat in complete silence without feeling lonely. He started observing simple things: the sound of his breath, the warmth of sunlight on the floor, the peaceful rhythm of his thoughts. He wrote in his diary, "I am learning to live with myself. And strangely, I feel lighter." By the 20th day, he felt a deep inner peace, the kind people search for in books, temples, therapy, and meditation retreats. He realized something powerful. When you stop trying to fill your life with noise, you start hearing the voice inside your soul. Meanwhile, outside the farmhouse, Rob's business collapsed. His company went bankrupt. He lost everything within a week. Now he was terrified. He had only 2 days left. If Daniel completed the full month, he would owe 1 million rupees, money he no longer had. In a moment of panic, he took a terrible decision. He decided to kill Daniel before the month ended. Fear can turn even a good person into a monster. And that night, fear had taken over him completely. Rob arrived at the farmhouse late at night, but when he opened the door, the room was empty. The bed was neatly arranged. The books were stacked carefully. And on the chair there was a handwritten letter. Rob's hands trembled as he opened it. The letter said, "My dear friend, I am leaving one day before the month ends. Not because I failed, but because I have found something far more valuable than money." Daniel wrote that solitude had changed him. "I have discovered a peace that wealth can never buy. When your needs become fewer, life becomes richer. I have felt the presence of something greater, a divine love that fills every empty space inside me. I do not want your money. I no longer need it. I hope you too find the same peace one day." Rob dropped the letter. He fell to the ground and cried, not because he was saved from paying the money, but because he almost destroyed the only true friend he had. Most of us spend our lives running after money, people, validation, entertainment, but we rarely spend even 5 minutes alone with our own thoughts. This story reminds us, silence can heal, solitude can transform. Inner peace is more valuable than any amount of money. Sometimes, stepping away from the world is the only way to understand yourself.